All right, guys, and we're live. So what's going on, guys? It's your boy, Stock Market Chewy, or they also Chewy. But yeah, let's get started, guys. Before we do anything, make sure that I'm live. All right, beautiful. We are live. All right, let me check this. But all right, guys, let me know how you guys are all doing today. Obviously today was definitely a green day. We're gonna check the SPY and the Qs before anything. And they're up as well. Yesterday we got news that Israel had they want a ceasefire for 1 month just to see if they can negotiate with Iran. So that brought the markets up yesterday. I'll show you guys. It was like around 4 o'clock yesterday, and then boom, the market went up quite a bit, like at least 1.5% yesterday. But obviously, I gave it back today, just because they're still just talking about it. They haven't really gotten into actual negotiations as of right now. But the good thing is at least they started talking to each other. So, and then obviously, one thing I really want to tell you guys is finally I'm up here today. I'll show you guys right now. Right now we are up $1,000, and um, some of the things that I did differently today, or some of the things that I did while I wasn't on air. So these two I'm keeping for right now, the 43 and 42 cash card puts on TQQQ. But these ones, the 45, 44, and 43s, these ones I roll to the right and down. So these ones were 45s, or no, 46s in the past. Now they're 45s. This ones were 45s, now they're 44s. And then these ones were 44s, and now they're 43s. So I rolled them to the right and down. So one, I got them for premium. So I got premium inside my account. And then two, I rolled them to the right and down. So that means that I got an extra, let's see, that's $400, 800, and let's see, $1,300 extra in my account for rolling to the right and down. And then I did get credits as well, but I think it was around $600 in total for all the, let's see, these contracts down here. If the market keeps dropping lower, like I want to say if it goes to 43.50, that's when I'll probably roll these guys right here, the $43 ones. And the $42 ones, I think they're going to be safe. Right now they're up about 80%, so I'm happy with that. And then these ones right here, the $43 ones, these ones are up about 70%. And then usually people would like to close these out, but for me, I'd rather just stay in them because I really think if it goes like below that, then I can just roll them to the right and down. So that's no big problem for me. And then I still have a lot of cash. So as you guys can see, I have $16,000 in buying power. Actually, it's more like 15,500 because I do have I can use $1,000 in margin if it goes down that much. But as of right now, about 16K in buying power, and then I have $13,000 in cash as well. And that's just in case the market keeps on going lower, because I set a rule for myself, right? So my rule is if the QQQ and or SPY drop 10%, then that's when I can deploy 25% of this. So which is about 30K. So I can deploy about 30K of this right here. But I'm not going to do it all at once just because, like, honestly, right now, my main goal is to collect as much premium, not as much premium as possible, but I try to collect at least $1,300 per week in premiums. So right now I'm only at 600. So I still have, what is that, like $700 more to go for this week. But I think I'm probably going to push that off for this week just because I'd rather be safe than sorry, because I don't want to roll these to the right and down or just roll them to the right. Just in case, the market pops back up, then I'll be able to sell these cash accrued puts for a profit. And yeah, then we'll go on to the next week, and then these ones will be, hopefully the market stays around the same so then I can keep going to the right and down and keep getting money for these. But yeah, that is what I've got going on right now. Hopefully I don't have to do anything with these, like I said before. So yeah. I'm trying to think of if there's any more news. I was thinking about starting a small account challenge to where I would put at least 10K into one of these other funds that I have. It would probably be this one, the Infinity Fund. And I would try to reel TQQQ, but I would only be doing one contract at a time. So let's say I do have, let's say I do have 10K inside this account, then I can only sell 2 contracts. So if I were to sell a cash secured put, I would probably make these ones next week. So I would probably do 42, and then as you guys can see, this one would take up $4,200, and then the credit that I'll get is $108. So if you would do, let's see, what was it? So if you would do 109 divided by 4,200, that would be about 2.5% return on your money for that contract. And then if I were to do both of them, then I would be getting about $216, $218, something like that. But I'd rather keep it safe just in case the market keeps on going down. But yeah, that's just one of the things that I thought about doing as well. But I think I'm actually just going to keep everything inside the same one just because, for one, it makes it easier. And then two, like I keep track of everything. So like I have a Google Sheets to where I do everything. But yeah. And then also one stock that, let's see, what was it called? SOXL. This one I used to sell cash good puts on as well. And I quit doing it on SOXL just because I thought it got too overvalued. But this thing kept pumping up. And then earlier in the week it was like around $51. So I was gonna do a cash good put on it. But then the market just kept going up like ever since like this part right here, $51 all the way to 57. And this one's up 27%, which is extremely, extremely good. But like I said, I was gonna do a cash good put on it on Monday, but it definitely got away from me. But let's say I wanted to get $200 from this cash good put, I would have to put up $5,200 of collateral, and I would be getting $210. So let's see. All right, so 210 divided by 5,200. So this one right here would give you about a 4% return. So that's definitely a lot better than the TQQQ. But this one does come with a lot more, not risk, but more volatility. So as you can see, it was $55, 55.80 this morning, and now it's at 57. So this one moves extremely, extremely quick. Like it was at 48, what is that? Not even 2 days ago, and now it's at 57. So this thing moves up and down like crazy. So if you're watching this, make sure you guys are careful with SOXL. Another one that I like to do in the past as well was TNA. And then I think TNA is actually up for the year, so not much, but it is up. Let's see how much premium we would get. So like for this one, I would say 150 is good. And then you can also see the deltas and the gamma, theta, vega, rho, everything that you need right here. So right now the delta is about 0.3, theta is about 0.16. So this one is a little bit more aggressive, but that is okay. So 158 divided by 4,300, right? Yeah, 10158. Let's see. So this one gives you about a 3% return. 10,100. So 3.67. So that is not that bad as well. But this one is a little bit more unsure just because this one is for the small caps. So this one, TNA follows the Russell 2000. Let's see. It will be IWM. So this one follows IWM. So like I said, this one's for the small caps. So be careful with this one as well. And then UPRO, this one I haven't used ever, but if the SPY drops, let's say 10%, then this one would definitely be one that I would look at. And then obviously this one's down because this one follows SPY, so obviously the SPY is down. But yeah. let's see, this one does cost a lot more. So this one you would need about 10K, but this one doesn't give you as much premium just because this one doesn't move as much. So this one is basically like a 1% return for, never mind, that's only for 2 days. Let's try the April 2nd. For this one, I would probably want $200. So let's see, 205 divided by 904. Let's see, how much was it? 9,400. So this one would be actually about a 2% return. So this one is not that bad either. Like for me, I'd rather either the TQQQ or the U Pro that's right here. But yeah, obviously that's just me. So make sure you guys do your own due diligence and make sure that this level of volatility is all right with you. Because at first, when I first started, to be honest with you guys, it was not okay with me. I was like, my account goes up and down like 1 to 2% every single day. But now I'm like, it tracks to the SPY and the QQQ, and then I have a lot of cash as well. Like I said, I have about 130K in cash, and then a lot of people ask me why I have a lot of it in cash. And for one, like I said, I'm using the triple leverage funds, so it goes up and down like not super crazy, but it definitely goes up and down like crazy. So I want to like make sure that my risk is not as high. So like let's say that the TQQQ drops down to $20, then I can keep averaging down throughout the whole way. So my average won't be like 42 to 44. I can actually keep climbing down, and then like because let's say I decided to full port my portfolio on TQQQ. All right, give me 1 second, guys. Let me see. Let's say I did cash crude puts, and then my account is basically like 230K. So let's see. We will do the 43s. Let's see, 30 contracts. Wow, I can do more than 30. All right, let's try 60. All right, so it would be like around 60. I would get $8,000 per week, but I would be like full porting at this strike price right here, which honestly some people don't mind, but I'm like, that's a lot of risk to take, to be honest with you guys. Let's say we did actually 55. So let's say we did 55 contracts at 1.35 because it would be hard to get filled at that price. So we would get 7.5K basically. And then as long as the TQQQ stayed above $43, then I would be gaining money. But as soon as it starts coming down, like I still make money right here. But as soon as it goes below 41.65, that's when I start to lose money. But yeah, there are some days where I'm like, oh, I should have full ported on TQQQ so that way I can get more premiums. But I'm like, I got to be smart, and I definitely have to make sure that I'm not over leveraging myself. Because, like I said, if the SPY drops 1% or the QQQ drops 1%, this one goes down by 3%. And then same thing, if it goes up 1%, then this one goes up by 3%. But I'm honestly not willing to take that amount of risk, to be honest with you guys. I'd rather keep things nice, slow, and steady, and then make sure I can win at the very end. But alrighty, guys, this has been everything. This is just a look at my portfolio and how it's been doing for basically the past 4 days, because I think that's how long it's been since I did my last live. So yeah, guys, this has been everything. Before I go, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and then I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Thank you guys so much for watching.